This is Jason Electronic Repair. Welcome to my ER. Hello everyone, we are doing part 2 of 10010, number 10. So here's the issue with this one. Technically this is number 11 because, no, that's right, number 10. Wow, lost my train of thought. There was another part where I took it apart and examined the board, and then I said I was going to remove the charging port and test it in the next video. Well, I lost all that footage of the charger port, so I know it's shady, but I want to do the video anyways. I installed a new charger port. We're going to do a quick test on it to make sure that it's good. And how I do the test is I grab my breakout board here, turn my meter. My meter still does not go on the screen. I think there's a cable unhooked. I haven't looked for it yet, to be honest. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up my switch document. You can email me, jasonselectronicsrepair@gmail.com, if you want a copy of this switch document. It has what I need to test the port to make sure it has all the connectivity that it needs. So there we go. So we have the port there. I am going to, well, I cut my eyeball a few days ago, and sight out of that is insane. So here is what it looks like. This is the USB page. There's multiple pages, diode readings, parts, all that good stuff. That's what I'm going to be using. I can put it there. It's hard to see, but we can take a look at it. So my meter is going to beep for continuity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my black probe on the shield here. I'm going to check these grounds. All the grounds are connected. I'm going to check my D- pin right here. Oh, that's D+, my bad. D-, D-, and then this is our 4 power pins, V-bus. This all connects. I believe this is VCon. Where's VCon? Yep, VCon, and this should be CC. Yep, so that side of the board is good. Let's flip this over like so. And we will check here with the filters. Now I check from the top of the filter. So I believe this is RX2 negative. Nope, this one is S+1 and S+2. And then this is the RX2 negative, RX2 positive. This next one, I believe, is TX2 negative, TX2 positive, TX2 positive, and then this one is RX1, nope, TX1 negative, TX2 negative, and then this one is RX1 negative, RX1 positive. Okay, so all that port shows that it is connected properly. Let's see if we get a charging on the battery. So we will plug that in there, and we will get our power supply with our current meter on it. Battery is hooked up. We plug it in, and we get 200 milliamps, which is a full battery. So, and it did trigger to boot, so that's good. Let's make sure it charges on this side. And 300, and let's see if it does my reboot, trigger to boot, or it was still booted, so it's not going to do it. Okay, so that is that. So this may be a working switch with everything that we got going on here. So far out of the batch of 3, I got 1 that boots to a Nintendo logo and hates me. And then I have one that I don't remember what that other one was. Severe liquid damage, I believe. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Yeah. Number 12, I think I'm still working on for liquid damage. Oh yeah, it needs a max IC replacement. I used the thermal camera and the max IC needed to be replaced. That video will be coming out. I've been streaming most of it. So let's grab some tweezers and let's get this is a board from 2020, I believe. Right. Oop. I have speaker cables down here too. There we go. So now I will fish backlight out of here. I will fish the power cable out. Seems to be good to go. I will plug in said power cable. These are not my tweezers I use for that. So, and then we will plug in our backlight. Okay, backlight's plugged in. We're going to leave that out like that. And we are going to hook up our battery. Well, let's hook up our test battery and see if we can get it to power on. So, let's hook up our test battery here and see if we can get boot up. Yep, there we go. We got boot. Hopefully. Yay, woo! It's not going to have touch because I don't have the touch module in. Okay, so it does boot up. All right, so let's disconnect that battery. And let's put this together here. So let's see here. Let's put some motherboard screws into this. My little screw holder here. I'm going to use the Wera set H00. I want to see if we can get this together rather quickly here. So this is the Wera set. This is new. Doesn't work for other consoles. It works mainly for the Switch and like laptops and stuff. But it's not bad. Well, better quality than the iFixit, in my opinion, but it's not as universal as the iFixit. So well, I hope I don't have this much difficulty when I use the pliers. Alright, I'm going to try a different pair here. Wow. There we go. Oh, that was way more painful than it needed to be. So we're going to put this up here like so. Close that latch. We're going to put this one in here. Wow, this is, maybe I'll speed through this on editing. Recently edited a video more thoroughly and not so long-winded. Took an hour of footage and got it down about 33 minutes. So it's definitely a new experience for me. I need to learn the shortcuts because it was not fun, let's put it that way. I did not enjoy myself editing that video. So all right. Get the fan in. I believe this one needs a new heat shield. If I'm not mistaken, which I will have to pause and get one. All right, let's hook up our digitizer there and add our screws, and then we will connect it. I'm not a fan of connecting these, but what can you do? Yeah, this Wera set's not a bad screwdriver set. I've used it on about 4 Nintendo Switches. Attempted to use it on a PlayStation, but that was a fail. Same on an Xbox. It does work a little bit on an Xbox, but not to where it's worth it. Haven't used it on a phone yet. It doesn't feel connected. Nope. I hate these. There's no way to see if you're in there. Yeah. All right. I want to make sure that's hooked up, so I'm going to plug in the customers, or not the customers, this is one of my switches. I'm going to plug in the battery, and I want to plug in the charger. And we're going to draw current here. I get to the battery charging symbol, and then I am going to pause it while that charges, because that battery is going to be dead as a doornail. So I'm going to let that charge up. You can see there that it's at 100 milliamps, so it's on slow charge at 15 volts. So I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to come back when it boots up. Just popping in here, it is bumped up to 200 milliamps. Woohoo! So it's slowly creeping up. I checked the voltage a little bit ago, and it was 3 volts, or 2.9 volts, about to hit 3 volts. So another 0.2 volts, it should kick on. So I'm going to pause it and come back. Well, it's gone up to 210, between 208 and 210, so milliamps. So when it kicks on, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, that was weird. All right, so we are at 460 milliamps. So this is bumped up its charging current. I am going to back you guys out a bit, and I'm going to slide this over here while I change this kickstand. So I'm just going to put that right there so we can see it, because I want to get this done before that kicks on. So here is the back case. It doesn't have a kickstand at the moment. I have the parts in case I need to change both pieces, but we're going to just try a kickstand because those pieces are expensive. Oh, kickstand worked, so didn't need this piece. These pieces are nuts expensive, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Gonna vacuum it here like this here. Just get that all cleaned up. Get all that dust out of there. This should be kicking on. It's at almost 500 milliamps of charging current. And then we have our heat shield here that I need to pull this paper off the back of. So, if you guys didn't check out my heat shield video where I used one of these and I cut it up and I made little heat shield tacos to protect different parts of the board, you should check that out. I'll see if I can put a card in the video. So try to do this without bending it. All right, we got most of it off. We just got a little bit more to go here. There we go. So we have our heat shield ready to go. And this is at 459 milliamps. Let's check the battery voltage. The battery voltage is 3.6 volts, so it should turn on here. Let's see if we can get it to turn on. Yes, we can get it to turn on. Oh, doesn't want to turn on yet. Okay, it turned on with a good battery. What's that battery now? That battery may be shot. Come on, put your probe in there. 3.7. So it should definitely want to turn on. Oh, strange. There it goes. Oh, it's showing 800 milliamps. There we go. And we have touch. And we don't have console battery level. It's at 1%. Wow, a lot of stuff on this game. A lot of users. So, doesn't appear to be parents locked. It could be. Hopefully not. We'll know that when we go to factory reset it. So this appears to be working. So I want to see this climb up here. It's at 1% still. So I want to see that at least climb to 2%. And I want the fan to kick on. Let's go to settings. Let's go to system update, household battery percentage on. There we go, 1% we're at there. So zoom back in a little bit. So what I want to see that is to go up to 2%. Make sure we don't have any fuel gauge issues. I wonder if any of these games are stored on the system. I want to make sure this charges on, hoping the fan will kick on. Oh, the fan is kicked on, so we know the Joy-Cons will charge. So that's good. Let's just check. CPU is warm, it's not getting hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power this off. Power options, turn off. See that current drop down to about 500 to 600 milliamps. And I am going to let that charge. I am going to come back in about 45 minutes to an hour. I have to clean my eye out. It is killing me. So I will be back. All right, we are back, and this is fully charged. It's the next day at 3:01 in the morning. Because, yeah. So if we come over here and we plug in our, so it's charged, it's fully charged. If we boot up here, we're gonna have working touch and all that good stuff. So touch, let's go to system settings. Let's see here, let's go to system settings. Let's go to internet settings. I'm going to sign into the internet here. So we're going to connect here. Boom, connected to the internet. Okay, let's go back. See if YouTube works. We'll just pick this person right here. System update is required. Close that. Sorry, could not connect to YouTube. Okay. Okay, so YouTube couldn't connect because it needs a system update. Let's see what the system software is. System. So current version is 10. So this is current version is 10. We'll turn off auto update. And let's see, this is a 20, so it's not hackable, but I don't want to have to run an update. So I'm going to get this back together, and then we are going to do some testing here. So let's turn it off. All right. So before we can do this part here, let's do this here. So we have the old shield that I've cut up and then the new shield. So we need to transfer a few things, like this pad for BQ needs to be put on BQ. Boom, right there, little heat pad there. And then this pad here, this stuff doesn't want to come off. Yeah, this stuff doesn't want to come off here. We're just not going to worry about that. We're going to transfer the heat pad, and then we're going to put this together the rest of the way. So I'm going to take my heat sink here, and I'm going to add me a little bit of MX4. I'm going to add me more than is required because that's just how I end up doing it. So I always end up putting too much. Never too little, just always too much. So that's been cleaned off. Slide this under there like so. All right, let's get some screws out of here. And we'll get this put back together. Now, what I do want to do is this section right here in the behind the game card reader, because if you push on this section of the metal plate, you're going to make contact to the top of the game card reader. Also, this section right here, you're going to make contact with this. And I'm not sure why that this is there, maybe for these inductors, but I do want to add some Kapton tape to those sections. So we're just going to add some Kapton tape to those just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut me a piece of Kapton tape. And I'm going to stick it right there. Take my knife. Cut that off just like so. And then I'll do that like that. And then we need a piece that is this wide. And we'll stick that right there. We will cut that off. Just like so. All right, and then we will take another strip of this. It's too long. And we will put it right there. Go cut that off like so. I'll make sure that is stuck down there. There we go. So there, I isolated those two spots. A little isolation over the speaker also, because it has a screw that goes through it. So I'm just going to add a little isolation right there. And a little isolation where the speaker goes. I just feel more comfortable isolating those areas. So hopefully this is recording. Yes, it is. Okay, so we got those isolated. Now we can come back in here with our switch. So I'm going to add just another little dab of MX4. Right there. Don't need much. Come in here and I'm going to add my plate to it. All right. Get some more screws. This Wera set is nice until it's not. You don't want to ever torque these screws down. You just want to put them in until they stop. You don't want to over tighten them at all. I always get screws messed up in this area here. Excuse me. It is early in the morning. Okay, screw that screw. That screw is for the memory card reader. And for that, I will take off the foam pad if I can. It makes it easier to plug in. And then we will plug that in, grab us a screw here. Down, we'll put our foam pad right back in there. Make sure everything is down the way it goes. That is the way it goes. And then we will take our back cover that has our new kickstand on it. And we will add our side screws here. Little side screws in there, or rail screws. There we go. Now these are not magnetic, so I need to use the tweezers. Drop them in here. And I totally forgot to do something here. So I need to take this screw back out because I totally forgot to put the warranty seal in. So you can't forget the warranty seal if you're doing these. You always want to have a way to know if someone's been back in it, if it comes back under warranty. So we're going to grab our warranty seals here, and we are going to take one of these off. I was using solder mask for this, but warranty sticker is much more effective. Let me just write down that number. So that number is 46565682. So that is the warranty sticker number. So now we're gonna get this back together now. Okay. There we go. So we'll go ahead and put the 4 back cover screws in first. So I still have not installed the dock out here, so I cannot show you that it works on the dock, but I tested it yesterday after it was fully charged before I put it back together. It does dock to the TV. It does function as I just checked the internet there. I don't want to do an update on it. Some people don't like it when their switches are updated. So what I will do is I will do a factory reset after I take photos of the unit working. And then I will put it for sale on my eBay store. Links in the description. And I will clean the unit real good and it'll get ready to ship out. So oh, it's so annoying that these are not magnetic. All right. All right, so we got all that put back together. Get our screw container out of here. Okay, so we are going to we're going to make sure this unit still charges. So here we go. We're going to back out just a bit there and make sure this unit still charges on both sides. And it does. It charges that side, no problem. It's going to boot the switch. There we go. That's what we wanted. We want to make sure it charges on this side. It does appear to charge on this side. Okay. So now we are going to hook up our Joy-Cons again. I tested this. It should work if these have any juice in them at all. That one connected. That one connected. So now we have that. So let us put a game in. Let's make sure that our game works. I have my little box of Switch goodies here. So Binding of Isaac was inappropriate for my son, and I don't play it. So there, boom, Binding of Isaac works. Afterbirth. Just click on it. Oh, we're just going to start software. Play under that name. So that works just fine. Go ahead and go home. Yeah, so we're going to close that. Close that software. I play a Switch every day and I still can't pay attention to things. So there it is. That is the Switch working. We can plug a memory card in here if I can grab one. There's a 128 gigger. Okay, plug that card in. There it goes. It needs a system update. So we'll skip that, but it does recognize the card. Take the card out. We'll go B, and then we will shut the unit down. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Turn, I want to not do the volume. Come on. Alright. Press and hold the power button. Go to power mode. Turn it off. Alright. So that is now working. And we are 100% with this video. If you guys want to support the channel, you can always become a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. You can also like and share the videos if you like my content. I do a lot of Nintendo Switch stuff. I did some PlayStation Trace repair and some Xbox stuff on other videos. I will be getting into more things. I'm starting to learn some phones and get that stuff done so I can do some more things like that, and then eventually notebook computers. There are links in the description if you need any of my tools or you're interested in any of that stuff. I do make a little bit off that, but it does not cost you any more money. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a fantastical day. Okay, we're back. This is working now. So this is on. You see that we have the Joy-Cons connecting. Joy-Cons are connecting. So we have Joy-Cons. I'm not going to update this. It's possibly that it's patched. I am going to show you that it docks. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put it on my custom SNES dock here. We're going to get docking. So there we go. It's docking. And this is now to go. I already tested Wi-Fi and all the game card and all that stuff. So this is going to be available on my eBay store. Links are in the description for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, links in the description. You could also subscribe, like the video, share the video on social media. Again, thank you all so much and have a fantastic day.